Hey everybody, Ashley here, the Dirt Therapist. So today I am planting my Earl Grey sweet peas. These seeds I got from Floret, and I planted them in soil blocks that I got from the Gardener's Workshop. I got the soil blocker from the Gardener's Workshop and tried that method. They've grown beautifully. They probably should have been planted out a little sooner than they are, but we're doing it now. As I've heard several other very experienced gardeners say, the best time to do something in the garden is when you should do it. The second best time is when you get a chance. So today is when I got a chance. My husband and I got this trellis built yesterday, and we made it out of two simple 16-foot cattle panels. We just bent them across and drove 2 T-posts in the ground per side per panel, secured them with zip ties, and there it is. So that's I don't know, 6.5 feet tall, maybe 7 feet tall at the top here, and we have it 4 feet wide. So I planted my sweet peas, as you can see, along the inside base of it. What they're going to do is they'll grow up through it and across and have a beautiful archway here at the entrance to my garden bed. Planting the sweet peas, in each I spread out some Biotone starter fertilizer from Espoma. It's organic, it's fabulous. So I spread that out. I spread some really good looking compost and planted the sweet peas. The first one I measured, since the holes on the gate or on the cattle panel are a little different size at the very beginning, but after that the bars are 6 inches apart. So it was perfect. I didn't even have to look at my ruler again. I just planted a pea at each vertical bar in the panel. So these are the ones that I had in the soil blocks, and I did prune them. I did pinch them several weeks ago. We had one long stem. I trimmed it back to the top to leave 2 sets of leaves. I trimmed the rest off. And then that causes more branches to shoot up. So it'll be a bushier plant instead of just one long vine. And you can see they all have multiples now. The ones that were long enough, I went ahead and wrapped them up to get them started moving up the trellis. I'll do that anytime I'm out here for the next couple weeks. I'll help them navigate up the trellis. Now, I had read that you could root the part you pinched off, the part you cut off, that you could root that and replant it. So I had stuck, these are the parts that I had trimmed off, and I showed you up close earlier in the video. I simply put those in a glass with some water. So the bottom part was in the water, the leaves were not, and they did root. They got quite big roots, but you can see the leaves are a much lighter color. Like the leaves are looking a little peaked, but I think that's because they were just getting water. They weren't getting a whole lot of nutrients like these guys were from the soil and from the worm tea that I'd been giving them. But these had roots, so I thought I'd put them in the ground here and see what happens. Hopefully they'll grow. I did put them not at the end of the trellis. I put them here, and I'll be planting other stuff down through here. So if these don't live and make it, I'll just fill that space in with whatever goes beside the sweet peas. No big loss. But I ended up with 8 that were planted in soil blocks, and then 4 of the ones that I trimmed off formed roots. So we have 12 total, 6 on each side, and I cannot wait for these to start growing and blooming. I think it's going to be really beautiful. Sweet peas smell amazing, and just a great flower, so I'm super excited. This is my first year growing them, so I can't wait. But here we have one final look at the finished little sweet pea patch, and I'm hoping if they grow and bloom like they should, I'll be able to harvest my own seeds from this variety for future years. So next year hopefully I'll have a lot more. This year I believe the packet of seeds from Floret I think had 10 seeds in it, so I ended up with 8 of the 10 that germinated and grew, which is a pretty awesome germination rate. But hopefully next year I'll have a lot more than 10 to work with. So I hope you all have a great day and happy growing. Bye.